And we're back. Going to go on with Game 2 of Qaenthalis versus Kalaxia. Kalaxia. Helps if you say his name right. And so far, we saw a good showing from Kalaxia last game. He had a little bit of trouble getting going. Arctic Plains is a difficult map to get started out on. There's a lot of wide open area. The metal extractors are very spread out. But now we have nuclear winter. And in the left, in the blue, we have Qaenthalis. And in the top right, we have Kalaxia in the green. Okay, and it looks like Qaenthalis is going to go for an air start, while Kalaxia is going for another amphibious start. And this is actually a pretty good method, if you can get away with it, to go air first, because then you can get originators out very quickly, and you can spread pretty much like a virus all over the map. And that looks like exactly what Qaenthalis has in mind. And looks like Kalaxia's got a developer. He's going to go out and take all these metal extractors, sending his overseer in the other direction. Now there are geos on this hill and right up here. There's also 2 geos in the south here in very strategic locations, and there's also tons of metal in the middle, as you can see. And as you can tell from the map terrain, there's plenty of high ground areas which you can use to your advantage. There we go. Let's reorient our camera. All right. Kalaxia is still building his metal extractors one after the other. I have to wonder if perhaps he is not aware of the Control Q, Area Mex command, where basically you click it, draw a circle on the map with left click, and any metal extractors within that circle will be automatically queued up. Now another interesting point is he's putting storage down here in this corner. Storage is a very good thing to have, because it basically acts as a capacitor for all of your energy needs. So that happens to mean if you have an army in an extended battle, your units can shoot for longer periods of time, and perhaps the enemy will run out of energy before you do. Now, as far as their respective income rates, we have Qaenthalis with 12 income, and Kalaxia with looks like 6.5. And he's getting an air factory up, possibly going for a bit of a sneak attack. Qaenthalis is still pumping out originators and has gone all terrains, which is actually kind of an interesting choice for this map, really, because there's so much flat area. All terrains don't really get to use their biggest advantage, which is, of course, going up hills and things like that. However, they can cloak, and that is very valuable. Now, this army is kind of scary. We've got snakes followed up by razors, followed up by icons, followed up by dicer, followed up by spitters. This is bad news bears for anything it comes across. However, he is targeting the mexes, and so he does lose a few units to that. However, he's also running low on energy. His units cannot fire. He needs more energy, and he's, at the moment, letting them sit there and die, unfortunately. There we go. And let's see. Yes, he is putting up more basic generators. He really needs an advanced generator. He very much has the money for it. But he is not building one yet. He is sticking a hover factory in the center of the map, which actually is not a bad idea at all. What would be an even better idea is taking all these metal extractors. And it looks like that may be exactly what he's planning on doing here. He does have this airbase kind of tucked away. It would actually be a pretty good idea. It's probably not going to get spotted on radar, but just in case, it would probably be a pretty good idea to actually stick a jammer there. Jammers are very cheap. He is going to get out gunships, though. And we'll see how early he reveals what he has. And Qaenthalis does have an air scout here. He is going to... This is where that radar jammer would have come in handy. Qaenthalis is going to see what's going on here very handily. And here's 2 bombers moving in for Qaenthalis. He had them targeted on a builder, but there he goes. And there go the generators. Not quite enough damage to take out the factory as well. And now Kalaxia is going to be revealing what he has. And there's still this army moving in here, but there is no anti-air with this army whatsoever. So this army is basically as good as dead. However, as you can see, an orb is following this army around, so every time one of these units dies, he's getting a little bit of his money back. Very good value there. And looks like he's going to lose a bomber to drones. You don't see that every day. And Kalaxia still has not taken the metal extractors near his base. He's down 17-7 in the income. And finally, for getting up his first advanced generator. Whereas it looks like Qaenthalis is building a lot of charters. Curious what he's going to do with these. He's setting loading and unloading zones. And he's actually going to be ferrying his units across the map. We don't see this very often anymore. Used to be really popular way of moving units around. And unfortunately, this factory is in the way of his loading zone. And his transports are being taken out. And here they move in again. Unfortunately, there's just too much anti-air there. Droplet does get off a shot, no luck. And the Bashers are moving in now. Kalaxia has responded fairly appropriately with his unit choice. Crushers and Kites are a very good mix. And this artillery thrown in will help take out metal extractors. Unfortunately, it's a bit too little. Right now he is pegged on supply. He needs supply desperately, and there he gets it. 30 more supply from that advanced generator. And he's saying, I have no idea what I'm doing. And now Kalaxia moving in with widows and lots of units to protect a leveler. And so this army is basically dead. Okay, and these shields are linked, so they are doing a quite good job of protecting this leveler. And levelers aren't very good at anti-air, but they do a fairly okay job. That main purple laser does a lot of damage when it connects, so... This is the first time we've actually seen an Endbringer in this tournament, so it's about time they made an entrance. Haven't seen any nukes either. And here comes the Endbringer march. Oh, and also I didn't see this. It looks like we have an Anarchid moving in the south. And it's going to take care of these buildings quite easily. And this leveler is doing its job fairly nicely. Now these spitters can actually take out this Anarchid fairly easily. He needs to move the widows in position. The widows are out of position. And unfortunately, he may actually lose this Anarchid because of that. That's kind of unfortunate. And there goes the leveler. And here comes a bunch of anvils. Now these will definitely take out the buildings of his opponent. And so, looks like Qaenthalis is going to be going 2-0 versus Kalaxia. And these snakes are trying their best to bring down these anvils. And, well, there you pretty much have it. Next up will actually be the finals. And there go the last vestiges of Kalaxia's mighty forces. Not so mighty. And, yeah. There we go. We are seeing these being killed off. Unfortunately, Kalaxia has not GG'd yet. So, We are either waiting for a GG or for everything to die. Which should happen quite quickly, actually. There's a bit of a gaggle of anvils over here. And I'll just go ahead and call it. And congratulations to Qaenthalis. Takes Kalaxia 2-0.